We need one more, right? We need 6.
I need to clean up my room.
Wayne, can you hear me now?
I can.
Okay, thanks. Dwayne, can you hear us?
Karen, Michael, Monica, can someone just say something just to see if my
Hey. Hello.
mic is working?
Oh, hello.
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 You can't hear us?
Really not.
Nothing. Oh, you can't hear me. Thank you. I was about to start singing. I cannot hear you all, so okay. That's on my end. Let me see what I need to do. Okay. Now I can hear you. Five. I'm counting 5. Is anybody counting more than 5?
1, 2, 3, 4. No. I think it's just 5 of us.
So Dwayne, it's 5 plus you. Do you not count as part of the quorum? Is that what we're doing here?
No, I count 5 with me.
Oh,
Dwayne would count towards the number needed for the quorum.
no, I see 6. So Linda, Izzy, Karen, me, Monica, and you.
So Izzy, I don't believe is a commissioner, is she? Isn't she
No,
No,
he's just
the
staff.
departmental liaison?
Yes,
Yeah,
correct.
he's just staff. So we have 6. So we need 7, or are we good with 6?
6 is good.
All right, let's get going. We got 6.
I apologize. I am just seeing 5.
Me, Monica, Wayne, Linda, Michael. Wait a second. Shoot. 1, 2, 3.
Generic host. David's
No,
board.
that's just the tech people. You're right, it's 5. Okay, sorry, my bad. Want to make some calls? Or
Izzy, I know you sent me an email. I'm not sure if you sent anybody else an email.
I did not, but I can.
Okay.
sorry. Do we have anything specific that we needed to vote on?
The only thing that we wouldn't be able to do now, that we would be able to do at the quorum, is the closed session.
Need to go into closed
Because
session?
we need a vote to go into closed session. So we could start the meeting and then hope somebody shows up and move forward then.
That sounds good.
The only caveat to that was to really talk about the main topic. It was the plan to go into closed session so we could have that conversation during closed session. So we can have the meeting, we just can't go into closed session to discuss the main topic. That's the only caveat.
Right. But I would say from just experience, usually something jumps in something. So maybe we could take the comprehensive, the St. Louis County 2050 comprehensive and then hopefully somebody shows up before we get to the need closed session.
Okay, no problem. Let's start recording, and I'll call this meeting to order at 5:08. All right. Roll call. Commissioner, hearing none. Commissioner Karen,
Here.
Commissioner Caroline, Commissioner Dwayne is here. Commissioner Cindy, Commissioner Elkin, hearing not. Commissioner Linda,
Here.
Commissioner Michael,
Here.
Commissioner Shar, hearing none, and Commissioner Dr. Monica.
Here.
All right, so we have 5 present. That is not a quorum. So hopefully we will get to a quorum soon. Let me see if there's anybody in the participants. Nope, there's nobody in there either. Okay. I would just ask that you continue to review the minutes, and we will vote on them at a later time. Nothing on the communications, old business. I know at the last meeting we did have a presentation about the St. Louis County 2050 comprehensive plan. Was there any additional conversations or discussions based off of what you heard during that meeting? Any reviews that meeting, or any reviews after that meeting?
I thought we were supposed to receive something.
I meant it doesn't serve that.
I thought we were supposed to receive something so we could review it.
Was that
Go ahead.
Was that the legal opinion from NOAA? Is that what you're talking about?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay.
Mm-mm.
So, do you recall what we were supposed to receive?
Trying to think of my thoughts. I don't have my paper that I had the notes on. As far as the plan, I thought we were supposed to, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
I know previously, before the presentation, we were going to get a copy of the link, but the presentation, I think he gave us a copy of the link for us to review, but I don't know if there was any follow-up. I'm looking at the meeting minutes and I don't see anything from.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Okay. Thank you.
No problem. I know just from what I'm seeing in the news and seeing a lot of things on LinkedIn and social media, there's work that's being done. So I was just asked us that we continue to stay abreast of all the work that's happening to see exactly how it truly applies to us as a commission, but specifically as residents as well, to see exactly what communication and knowledge needs to go in and out associated with that. And then see if we need to invite them back to have additional conversations. So, all right. Nothing else on that. Looking at the domestic partner registry, I know that there was an email that was sent by NOAA out to the commissioners. My hope was for us to go into planned session so we can have an in-depth conversation associated with that.
Could we, in the interest of, sort of with the world moving and stuff like that, could we set a special meeting so that we could notice it up for something sooner than a month from now? I mean, it really would, it can, but I can't move, if I can move, but nobody can vote because we don't have a quorum. But could we suggest that maybe it would be a good idea?
So you can discuss setting a special meeting, and then as long as it's properly noticed up, we would be able to have that special meeting. So that a motion is not absolutely necessary to be able to do that. It's just it has to be noticed up properly one day before, 24 hours before the meeting is held.
Well, so maybe Dwayne had, or could, a doodle could go out to see when it would be a good time, and maybe Dwayne would thinking about, and then all of a sudden we'd get an invitation and we'd say, oh, that looks interesting. Maybe we should accept that invitation. I mean, it also doesn't have to be it could be for 20 minutes to discuss, or, like just a half an hour. It doesn't have to be a huge amount of time on the calendar. So maybe that would make it more effective for people to, join in at the last minute, or next week or 2 weeks from now, something like that.
I appreciate that suggestion, and I am very much open to that suggestion. So I can work with Izzy to get something out to the commissioners to see what would a meeting look like within the next few weeks, and so then we could ensure that we move forward with this this item and actually have conversations that's needed to see exactly how do we move this forward as well.
Cool. Oh, cool. Thank you.
One thing that we maybe do right now that could help the next meeting we have is if you do have questions, it wouldn't hurt to let me know what the questions are so I can make sure that I'm prepared to answer those at our next session. I don't know if
we would just need to email you directly, because if we can't in a group do it, because that would.
No, how much can we actually talk about the recommendation that you shared with us?
So, I would say very little.
Okay. All right.
But I think if you just like want to throw out a question that you are having, and I'm not able to discuss it or anything, but what I'm trying to avoid is we have another meeting and it's a question that maybe I have to research or don't have the answer to off the top of my head, then we're taking down again. Whereas if we've got this opportunity here, if you know a question that you have, I think we can do that in open session. Maybe I'll cut you off if it starts getting too substantive, but I think it's worth a shot.
Yeah. I won't ask a specific question associated with it. I will say that based off of the way that I read it, it does require, to be most effective, in my opinion, it would require us to have conversations with municipalities to see exactly what does this look like for us to extend it to the municipality standpoint. And so I would just ask for the commissioners to really look at or think about how do we roll this out from an educational standpoint, and so we can actually encourage municipalities to adopt similar legislation so our residents throughout St. Louis County actually receive the full benefit of this. And so I would just strongly suggest that we start thinking about that as well. So it's not passed at the county level and then it's checked off and then it's like, all right, we're not continuing to do that work. And so I know
it's reasonable and it's a really good point. But one of the options, if he still is, I don't know if he still is the president or whatever they call it, Pat Kelly of the
Municipal League.
Mhm. And they meet like I think every month. And there isn't a reason I think why, for instance, you as the chair couldn't ask for 10 minutes on their agenda or 15 minutes on their agenda and then catch a whole lot of people at one time and then they would put it in their minutes and they would send it out through their notes. And so maybe that's an effective way to reach them.
I think that that's one avenue. I think,
One.
and I say that because I was, serving as a council member. Sometimes that always didn't go into the council to basically
is
move
that
to
right?
action.
Okay.
So it should
Fair.
have. I'm not saying that it, but
Yeah.
just saying that that's one avenue for sure. And I think that not every municipality is a part of that. Unfortunately, that conversation. I think the other part of that is also looking at HRCs that are in the area, like municipalities that have human rights and human relations committees, to see exactly how do we encourage them to do this as well. So it's collaborative in that nature. So we're not encroaching on their municipality. I think the other part of that is seeing exactly what does it look like for us to rely on some of like U City that also already has that talking with
Right.
the mayor there, the council members there to see exactly how does it go from peer to peer as well and some of that. So I think all those avenues are great and wonderful and just thinking about all the different resources and possibilities for us to move this forward.
I like the HRC route. I just saw Aliza Warren is resigning or retired as the ED. And so I have to assume, I have to assume they're not going to appoint somebody for her. I don't know that process is going to happen anytime fast, but they would certainly be a great resource for getting a list together of who's active and help us find allies.
I agree.
Yeah,
I completely agree.
good idea. Yeah.
Yep. So based off of what Noah has also said, if you have any questions now is a good time just so we can start that research. But if now is, if you haven't had that opportunity to review that and come up with a list of questions, please do that and send that to him prior to the next meeting. So we're coming to the next meeting with the ability to have a full conversation and discussion. Not saying that there's not going to be any questions as we have those conversations, but seeing exactly what legwork we can do prior to that meeting. All right. Any thoughts, wishes, and wants on that topic? Izzy, how soon do you think that we can actually send out an email with the request for a new date? End of the week, early next week is more.
Sorry. I can send out whenever you want, as soon as possible. I just need to know the information. That's all.
Okay. Let's do some emails tomorrow or get on the phone call tomorrow to see if we can send out an email tomorrow or latest Friday to come up with some new dates for next week or the week after.
I don't know how anybody feels, but Wednesday at 5 works. So if you want to keep it to the next couple of Wednesdays, pick a Wednesday and 3 Wednesdays or something at 5 for half an hour. That's not unreasonable for me.
So Karen, I would say yes. I agree with you. 5 works for me, but for some reason 5 doesn't work for some others.
Well, that's a really good point. Okay, I accept. I withdraw.
No, I agree with you. I was gonna say the same thing, and I'm just thinking. I'm providing that the conversation was in my head. So yeah, I agree.
Good point.
Yeah. All right. There's no new business. We don't have a closed session, so I will say that we can adjourn this meeting. I would take a motion, but I don't think we can have a motion to adjourn in that regard. So on that note, thank you. Be well, be safe, take care of yourselves, and stay warm. And we will see you very, very soon, hopefully. All right. See you later.
Hey, all.
521.
Bye-bye.
Say bye.
Bye.